So, you were asking yourself, why have you died so many times? But why? Well, for today's video, we're gonna talk about what weapons should you use and you shouldn't. So, let's go. First, the PM. The PM is a pretty good gun for early game. If you don't want to spend any money, you can just use this as your first weapon. You can save because this is your spawn weapon, or spawn weapon I mean, sorry. This has a very low fire rate but a pretty decent damage. And it's pretty accurate too, gonna lie. The PM doesn't have that much of pros and cons also. Well, I don't think it has some cons, except it has 8 bullets, not like other guns. Next is the USP. This is a second tier gun which is good, but the recoil, yeah, not good. But the good thing is it has a lot of gun and it can be suppressed. Sorry if my game is a bit laggy though. I don't know why, but it's on low graphics as you can tell. Anyways, the recoil is still bad even when you're using a silencer. But it's a mid-tier gun, I guess. And it also have 12 bullets, which is not bad, but it cannot one-tap headshot enemies. It takes 5 or more bullets, I think. Next is the Glock. Currently, the Glock doesn't have a burst mode like from SFG2. Still in its default mode, the semi-automatic mode. Please don't buy this. I know it, it is commonly used by some other players on online, but please don't use this. I'm begging you, please don't. Though it has so many bullets and it's pretty accurate, but the fire rate, no. But if you're planning on using this on a strategic way, like one tap, um, I guess one tapping, tap shooting, I think it's gonna work. But if you're pushing enemies, well, it ain't doable with that. Though it has 20 bullets, the fire rate is still not good. Use this if the devs add the burst and the full automatic mode back in the Glock. Sorry if I don't talk that much and a lot fast cause I don't have script. Yes, maybe on other videos maybe I'll do write a script though, so it it ain't hard for recording. But sorry for being late for recording. I was lazy. Yes, I was being lazy again. Next is the Deagle, a powerful pistol which is the high cost gun. In SFG3, it can one-tap headshot enemies like from SFG2. It's a good gun, but don't but make it's a high risk gun. Yes, it's a high risk gun, but it does do a lot of damage to the enemies. If you're planning on using this, make sure you have a good aiming skills, and the accuracy is good though, but if you don't, if you're not that good at aiming, well, this gun is not for you. Next is the Dually Stiegel. Don't use this, please. It's very bad. Though it has a high fire rate gun, but the walking, but if you're walking and shooting at the same time, it's not that good. Yes, the accuracy is bad. And why the fuck is my character not going straight? The bullet spread is a lot higher than I thought it'd be. And we're gonna go from SMGs. The MP5, one of the worst SMGs in the SF side. Has 30 bullets though, but fire rate, yeah, don't use this thing. Though it has a faster reload, fire rate sucks. You're gonna die before you even kill the enemy, so don't use this. Next is the MP7A1. This is the one you should buy, not this fucking thing. It has 40 bullets and can shoot pretty decently. Good accuracy, though the reload is not that fast like the MP5. It's a good gun if you're on the eco round. Next is the UMP45. Same as the MP5. It has a slow fire rate, but the reload is good. But the bullet rounds per mag is not that not that much, unlike the MP5. Next is the best SMG in the game for now, I think, the P90. It has 50 bullets and has a fast fire rate. Also, you notice that accuracy there? Yes, that is also one of the main factors of it. Next is probably the second worst SMG in the game, the Mach 2. I mean Mach 10. If you're considering using this, please no, don't use this. Though it has a lot of bullets, unlike many other rifles and SMGs, the damage is pretty low. It doesn't kill the enemy faster, unlike the P90, which kills it in about a second, unlike this. And if the enemy is also wearing an armor, well, you're gonna die before the enemy does. Next, we're gonna go from assault rifles. The FAMAS, pretty good gun, and a get out of here, and a pretty decent rifle, though it doesn't have many bullets. Unlike the other rifles, it does do a lot of damage to the enemies, and the recoil is doesn't much strong, unlike from the other rifles in the game. Though it has a low bullet round per mag, the damage is pretty good though, not gonna lie. Next is everyone's favorite gun, or maybe not everyone, I think, the AK-47. The recoil is not that much, but it is can kill easily, but the damage is pretty good though, and can kill enemies a lot faster even when wearing armor, cause it has a high exists not everybody's most favorite rifle, the AK-47. It has a good accuracy and the fire rate is very good, but the downside is the reloading is not that fast unlike from SFG2. Well, it's still a pretty good gun, but yeah, you should buy this if you're trying to ambush enemies. Next is the M4A4. Or, it's good as the AK-47, but it's much better. So the recoil on it is not that good unlike the AK-47, but it still has a good accuracy, and it can be suppressed though, not bad. But using a silencer has lots of recoil, and it also has one another downside. You can't aim. You can't aim because instead of the bullet hitting from above the iron sight pole, it instead shot below the iron sight. Yet instead of from above, it shoots from below the sight. But it's hard to aim, especially if you can't see the enemy and you're on jungle map. It's hard to shoot the enemy when they're hiding in the bush. Because you can aim really well because the bullet goes from below the iron sight instead from above the iron sight where the target should be. This is the ball, the one that everyone got confused, but it's also a good gun. It does a high damage and it has a good accuracy, but the recoil is low much, and it has a scope. You read that scope, I think, or yep, it's just a red dot. I don't know why Ford put a scope on it, but it's good when you're down bad at aiming. Yes, I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to you. Next is the AUG. by far the strongest, or maybe not, because though you it doesn't seem to care how well. Still, how strong is it? Well, it has a high armor penetration, unlike the AK-47. It can also it can also two bullet headshot the enemies. Yes, sometimes one tap headshot. If you're good at using this well, you're you're a pro. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So yeah, I'm just saying random stuff that's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, don't mind that. The reload is pretty slow, but yeah, still a good gun because of the damage, the high penetration, the high armor penetration, and many more. Also, it has a scope. By far, the only one that in the game has a scope. You can also see the scope from SFG2, which is really accurate. The Valve shouldn't have scope though, cause in the SFG2 it doesn't have a scope, but yes, having a scope is pretty good though, but there's no rail. And where where is where is the scope attaching to? It's a rail. It's a rail attachment, and the wall doesn't have a rail on it. And next is the M16. Really underrated gun, but it's pretty good though. Though it doesn't have that much bullet, unlike a MSFG2. It's still a good gun, and it has a red dot, so you can easily aim the enemy. Next is M4A1 M203, the gun where everyone bullied the noobs. It has two modes, the fire, the normal mode, and the other mode, which is the one that every noobs is angry at. That's a bomb launcher. Yes, it has a bomb launcher. So everyone can throw enemies with it. But be careful, if there are cheaters, they might abuse this gun. So yeah, be careful out there, guys. There are still a lot of cheaters, but they ain't they ain't using this still. So yeah, be careful out there. First, let's go to scout. So the gun doesn't deal that much damage, but when in close combat, it can one-tap headshot the enemies. Next is the M24 sniper rifle, or which SFT2 calls it, hunting sniper or hunting rifle. I think it it does do a lot of damage than the scout, but can also one-tap headshot the enemies from afar, and from close combat also it can one-tap headshot the enemies. The M16A1 sniper, the SF side automatic sniper. It's just like the M41, but it has a scope. The recoil on it is so much strong, but the accuracy is good when aiming. But if you're not aiming, yeah, it's bad. It also has 20 bullets, which is good for a SF side automatic sniper. Let's go to everybody's favorite, the by far the most overpowered gun in the game and the strongest. A one-shot enemy from body shot or headshot. It has a good long range, but sometimes, let's say there's an enemy right there, sometimes it won't hit it because you're in a spot where there's a wall beside you, you or there's a small wall which barricades between you, and sometimes it doesn't shoot, but yeah, if you're here and shooting, yes, I was aiming right there and it shot right there. Sorry again one more time. The, the accuracy when you're on a wall is bad, so don't go near a wall or a small wall. Next we'll go from shotgun, the Winchester. Well, I don't have nothing much to say here, and so it's a good gun, but yeah, if you're getting bored, yeah, I'm also getting bored at recording this. I don't know why I think about recording this. I'll do a part 2 of this one for the terrorist side. Next is the SPAS 12. All of the shotguns have the same bullet spread, but SPAS 12 has a higher bullet spread than the other. So yeah, guns can. Unlike the Winchester, which has a small bullet spread, it ain't like that for the SPAS 12. It has a high bullet spread than the Winchester, and it shot right at the center, right there. It's only in the center of your crosshair. If you're planning on buying which of these two, you should go for the Winchester cause it has a small bullet spread and it can easily one-tap enemies. You know, the Spastot can also one-tap enemies, but if you're on a mid-range, it might not work well on the enemies. Next is the M4 Super 90, the piece of a shotgun. Though it's not as fast as it shoots like the Winchester, but the damage is pretty high, unlike the Winchester. Yes, so if you're planning on camping, camping on rush on A site or B site, you should go for the M4 Super. First, the Ender 49, the worst. Oh well, the time's running out, so yeah. But anyways, let's go this way. Please don't buy this, please. For the love of God, please don't use the M249. Don't. There's a pretty cheap LMG. Yeah. The recoil is bad. Yes. The recoil on it is bad. Really bad. Which is the RPK, which is out of traffic focus. Then usually destroy them at a realm of seconds, but the bullet bullet round per mount is not that much, unlike the two machine gun which has 100 bullets per round. The RPK has 75 rounds per mount, and yes, it's pretty good. So, I like Yeah, the downside of this it it doesn't have many bullets than the two. And lastly, the Pecheneg, one of the best machine guns out of all the three. So it doesn't have so heavy perimeter is very strong, very easy to control it very well. The aiming accuracy on it is pretty good though, not gonna lie. It's just appreciate how the Pecheneg aiming accuracy is like fun. Well, hope you enjoy watching and not get bored of hearing me say random stuff. Like this is still bye for now. Well, this is part one for now, and I'm gonna do a part two of the open guide next week, I think. And I'll definitely write a script so I don't talk so much nonsense. Or maybe for you, it's a nonsense. Difficulty for that. Hearing get not if you're not getting bored hearing me saying random stuff and just getting some knowledge. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. And also don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it also with your friends. Bye for now.